Have you got any like specific examples in maybe some people you've coached who were experiencing that negative health impact in the workplace? They made some adjustments to their communication skills and it made a significant impact on their lives.
Well, I did have a customer or client who really was struggling with what I call the high profile communications at work. Things
Okay.
like salary negotiations, performance reviews, asking for the types of projects that were going to allow him to get promoted, right? So if we're not working on certain things, sometimes we're not positioned for the next step, for the next level. So, this guy was, very competent engineer, really kind of froze up in those situations. So what we did a lot of role playing, frankly. And this goes back to that whole executing idea. Like he knew in his mind what he needed to be doing, but it was the opportunity to continue to practice those skills and to hone in on specific techniques. So one thing we emphasized in our sessions were the one its most significant change he made was using a pause. Okay, so pausing in the midst of a conversation when after he said something or after he heard something, from his boss or whoever he was talking to. The pause enabled him to, first of all, take a deep breath, um, which breathing really is very beneficial in kind of slowing down the pace of a conversation. But what it did was it allowed him to gather his thoughts, choose his words carefully in a more forward thinking, a forward focused direction as opposed to reactive. So that helped him really craft his message and what he wanted to say. So we practiced and practiced and practiced a lot of role playing, and
Mm.
he got more comfortable. It seems awkward at first to introduce a pause, even if you're speaking. When you pause, people tend to fill in the non-words like or uh-huh, right? I do it all the time myself. Because
Yeah.
again, I know the techniques, but again, it's executing consistently, right? So trying not to fill in those non-words and use the pause to breathe, to think about your word choice, to reframe what you're going to say, or to digest what's being said to you, and enable you to like process it before you immediately come back to response. So that worked for this engineer. He felt a lot better about these conversations, which is really a good indicator, right? If you've communicated effectively, you can feel it. It's uplifting, really, and
Mm.
it's empowering. And so we have that non non-tangible feeling, I'd say, of satisfaction, but that is a benefit because then you can relax and you can more effectively get your message across.